If your ecom brand has stopped growing, here's what you shouldn't do. Start another business. I know that sounds counterintuitive. You're probably thinking, is market saturated, competitors everywhere, maybe I should pivot. But before you throw away everything you've built, let me share something that happened a few months ago that completely changed how I think about stalled growth. And stick around because I'm going to give you the exact framework that I use to diagnose and fix growth problems. This is the same system that helped me grow my brands to over $850 million in revenue. A brand owner came to me a few months ago. Smart guy, has been in the game for a while. He'd been scaling his main brand for 2 years, selling devices in a specific niche, doing about $10 million a year. But here's the thing, growth had completely flatlined. 6 months of the same revenue number staring back at him. His solution? He was going to launch a second business. I was shocked. Here's a guy with a $10 million brand that just needed optimization, and he's ready to split his focus, split his capital, and split his team's attention. It's like having a Ferrari with a flat tire deciding to buy a bicycle instead of just fixing the tire. When I asked him why he thought he'd stalled, he said that there was too many competitors flooding the space. And you know what? After taking a closer look at his market, he was right. There were a lot of competitors. Big names were jumping into his category, scaling a very similar product. Amazon was filled with knockoffs. His Facebook feed was nothing but competitor ads. But here's what most people don't understand about competition. Competitors flooding into a trend is actually something indicative of opportunity. Think about it. When do businesses rush into a market? When there's money to be made, when there's demand, when customers are actively searching for that solution. You know when you should worry? When competitors are going out of business left and right, when retailers are desperately clearing inventory and not restocking, and when the Facebook groups for your niche are just complete ghost towns. Competition validates demand. No competition often means no customers. But here's the thing about the world we live in right now. We're in an age of algorithms. It's a winner takes most world. The brand that gets the flywheel spinning, that builds the compounding advantages, they don't just win by a little, they win by a lot. Look at Gymshark. Ben Francis wasn't launching a second fitness business when things got competitive. He wasn't going to launch a supplement business on the side. He stayed laser focused, built the product flywheel, created compounding value. Now they're worth billions. So if you're thinking about launching another brand due to competition, ask yourself this one question. Would you be willing to risk your entire business, everything you've built, on the fact that there will never be a business that sells more than $20 million, $50 million, or even $100 million in your niche or category? Because that's essentially what you're doing. Pulling resources and attention away. Meanwhile, one of your competitors, maybe someone who's watching this video right now, would stay the course, optimize better, and probably hit those numbers that you are thinking are impossible that would change your life. And here's the kicker. The one thing that guarantees you won't be the winner takes most brand is splitting your focus. Starting that second business, dividing your attention between two mediocre brands instead of one exceptional one. Now, there's some truth to market fatigue. Trend-based businesses often do burn out in 3 to 5 years if you don't build what I call a product flywheel. Customer acquisition costs go up, conversion rates go down, and what worked in year 1 doesn't work in year 3. But here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to hear. Most founders jump ship too early and don't really know the real way to fix the issue. They quit at 80% of the way to the breakthrough because the last 20% is really hard. The answer to stalled growth isn't usually more complexity. The answer is frustratingly simple. Just be better. And I know just be better sounds like useless advice, but I'm about to show you exactly how to be better with a framework so simple, you'll be wondering why you haven't used it all along with your team. This is the framework I revert to every single time growth stalls, which, by the way, happens a lot, even for me. Even for 8 and 9-figure brands, stalling is normal. Staying stalled is a choice. If we break down what businesses really are, stripped from all the complexity and guru speak, it's actually pretty simple. A business is just a series of inputs, the actions you take, and then the series of outputs, the results you get. Here's the thing that most people miss. 80% of business success is actually about understanding and optimizing your inputs. Only 20% is about monitoring outputs and drawing the right conclusions. Most founders obsess over the outputs, revenue, conversion rate, ROAS, while neglecting the inputs that actually drive those numbers. So what are these critical inputs? We've got lever 1, which is offers. This isn't just your product price, it's your entire value proposition. Your bundles, your guarantees, your bonuses, your payment terms, your upsells. Most brands have one offer that they've been running since day one. When's the last time you actually tested a fundamentally different offer, such as like a buy one, get one free? Lever 2, creatives. This is usually primarily your Facebook and Google ads and the creatives for them. But also consider every written piece of information, every visual piece of information. Your product photos, your emails, your designs, your packaging. Most brands are running on creative assets from 6 months ago, wondering why their performance is declining, when you can add hundreds and hundreds of new creators and break through that growth. Lever 3, operations. This is the unsexy stuff that actually makes everything work. Your supply management, your ability to negotiate 3PLs, your fulfillment speed, your customer service, response time, your inventory management. You'd be shocked how many marketing problems are actually just operation problems. Then we've got lever 4, which is product. The thing you're actually selling, not just its features, but how it's positioned, packaged, and presented. Most brands launch a product and never iterate. Meanwhile, your competitors are already on version 3 or have added a new feature product that is scaling quicker than their first product. Lever 5 is traffic system, where and how you are driving eyeballs. Not just your Facebook ads, but your entire ecosystem of traffics. SEO, influencers, affiliates, reviews. Most brands rely on one channel and wonder why CAC keeps climbing. Now, knowing these levers exist isn't just enough. It's about how you improve each of them. This brings us to the skill versus belief matrix. I heard Alex Hormozi talk about something similar recently, and it clicked perfectly with this framework. Every lever in your business is influenced by 2 things, your skills and your beliefs. Let me show you what I mean with real examples, and I'm going to put this on a table on screen so you can screenshot it. So for offers, this is some skills that you may need. The ability to project and manage a marketing calendar to increase frequency of offers. How to position products better. How to A/B price testing. How to survey customers to improve offers. And also for offers, these are the beliefs that might hold you back. That your customer only responds to discounts. That you only have to have one offer and change it every 2 months. You might need to change it far more often. And that site-wide offers perform better than secondary landing pages like advertorials. For creatives, the skills you might need. How to hire and manage 10x the content creators that you're currently managing. How to improve your testing and reporting process in ad accounts. How to script and come up with the creatives that absorb more spend. How to do MMM and holdout studies. The creative limiting beliefs are that you have too many creatives being tested already, that only one avatar converts for you on Facebook, that UGC is the only creative that works. For operation and margin, the skills include the ability to fire/restructure people to allocate capital better, how to manage OKRs in culture, the ability to forecast, ability to interpret financial reports, ability to negotiate better with suppliers. Then the operations limiting beliefs are that you can't reduce COGS without affecting quality, that you can't raise prices without frustrating customers, that you can't afford to lose problematic B players, that you can't scrap a channel to focus on what's already working. Then for product, we have the skills, such as the ability to create add-on products to increase AOV, the ability to add viral features, how to make slight design tweaks to engage old and new customers. The product limiting beliefs are that your product is already too good and you can't improve it, that your product doesn't have the ability to add something like subscription, which will fundamentally change the business. Now, here's what's crazy. Most of the time, it's not your skills holding you back. It's your beliefs about what's possible and what's worth doing and what's too hard. Take a second to really look at this table and ask yourself which beliefs are holding you back. Now, one pattern I constantly see founders have an issue with is the difference between direction and volume. And rarely people have both. Let me explain this. You might have Elon Musk level work ethic, pumping out 50 creatives a week. But if they're all in the wrong direction, the wrong angles, wrong audiences, wrong platforms, that volume means nothing. Or you might be the best marketer in the world, crafting perfect ads, but if you only produce one creative every 2 weeks, you'll never achieve crazy scale. This is where most brands get stuck. They're either working hard, but not smart, volume without direction, or working smart, not hard enough, direction without volume. The breakthrough happens when you combine both, when you're testing 100 creators a month and they're strategically targeted, when you're launching new offers weekly and they're based on real customer insights. So here's what you want to do today. Audit each of your 5 levers. Rate yourself on 1 to 10 on both skills and beliefs for each one. Write down some of your beliefs and your skill sets. Identify your weakest lever. It's usually the one that you avoid thinking about and you outsource all of it. Commit to 10xing your input on that lever for the next 30 days, and then track the outputs religiously, but don't jump success for at least 30 days. Once you see improvements, move to the next weakest lever. If you want to learn more about how to get your brand to 8 or 9 figures, go check out this free tutorial that I just posted.